Women have been conditioned by society to be, act, and think a certain way. Here at Girls IRL, we encourage women to challenge societal norms and embrace their femininity. With that being said, let's get into this week's episode. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Girls in Real Life podcast. I'm your host, Mariah Clayton. And as you guys can see, I have my Blue Yeti microphone. I'm not using my Shure one today because I just found out that the freaking cord that I use to plug into this and my computer is broken. So we had to whip out Old Faithful, my Blue Yeti. This one is so much bigger than the Shure one. I feel like I'm going to be covering my face for most of this episode if you're watching, so I'm very sorry. Maybe I just need to talk from the side, but this is what we're working with today, okay? We just gotta keep it pushing. So I have to start off this video by talking about one of the comments that I saw on my previous video, Turning Your Delusions into Reality. If you have not checked that video out yet, please go and watch it. It has over 1,000 views when I'm looking at it right now, which is so cool, so amazing. So glad you guys are loving the content. But there was a comment that was left on the video and it said, waited more than 10 minutes for the topic of the video, leaving right now. And I was just like, okay, girl, bye. Like, I know some people, like when podcasters just kind of get straight to the point and is just like, shh, this is what it is. But for me and how I feel about it is, I feel like if you're listening to a podcast, a lot of times you don't really have full context of like who this person is that's talking to you. Maybe you just stumbled upon my video for the first time, or maybe you're just listening for the first time. So I like to do little life updates to just kind of personalize myself a little bit, because I don't ever want you guys to just think like I'm here giving you information and that's just it. Like, no, we're actually friends. We relate to each other. Like, you guys want to know what's going on in my life. I want to know what's going on in your life. And so I just feel like with life updates, it gives me that freedom to just kind of update y'all on what's going on with me. So that way you guys feel connected to me, because I feel like when you know things about someone personally, like it just connects you with them that much more. It kind of humanizes them a little bit more. So that's why I like to do life updates. I used to actually not do life updates when I first started the podcast, and I just was that person that got straight to the point. It was a 30-minute episode and like that was it, we're done. But I feel like as I'm growing in my podcasting journey and as I've listened to more podcasters, I really do like when they update us on what's going on in their lives or kind of recap what happened in their week, because again, it just makes me learn more about them, maybe see what their interests are, and it personalizes them so much more. So I'm sorry if you are a person who doesn't really like or appreciate the life updates at the beginning of the video, but this is for my girls. Okay, these are from my friends who want to get to know me and also listen to what I have to say. So I know I won't be able to please everybody, but I just thought that comment was so funny because no one has ever said that before. Like, nobody has been like, girl, get to the point, like stop talking. And it's really only been since I started doing YouTube like more consistently that I'm starting to get a lot more listeners. So lots of times like a video that they're watching is really like the first video that they're seeing from me. So I do understand the frustration, like if I'm talking for 10 minutes before I even get to the topic of the video. Like, I get it and I understand, but I'm hoping to create an audience that I can retain by just being myself, by speaking about things that matter to me, and hopefully that it matters to you guys. So yeah, maybe I'll try and do better about not spending so long doing life updates, but I feel like I typically only spend 10 minutes in the beginning of the video, like talking about things that are going on in my life. And then the rest, the meat and potatoes of the show, is like 30, sometimes even 40 to 50 minutes longer. So hey, I mean, I can't please everybody. I'm going to do my best, but I just had to touch on that because I thought that it was so funny. But anyways, moving on to more life updates. So today I'm recording on a Thursday. So yesterday, which was Wednesday, I was a moderator for a youth panel, which was so much fun because I haven't ever moderated a panel before. I've been a part of a panel, but I've never been the person like guiding the conversation and asking the questions. And so it was really, really interesting to be a part of this panel. It was a civil rights education as a civil rights event. So it was kind of like Black History and encompassing Black History Month. But it was really cool because I got to sit on stage with a bunch of students from local high schools in the area, and we really just got to talk about what do they like about school, what do they not like about school, what do they wish their schools offered more of, how do they like their teachers, and really just gaining insight on how things were in their school so that then, you know, they could actually better it. Not the students, but like the administration or the superintendent or things like that. And they were so well spoken. Like these kids, I was so proud of them because backstage they were telling me how nervous they were, but when they got on stage, they just spoke their truth. They were honest and gave their true opinion about every single question that I asked. And it was such an eye-opening experience because most of them were like 12th, 11th grade. I had a few seniors, and the way that they were able to articulate their thoughts and what they wanted to see implemented in their schools, like moving forward and for the future, I was just like, round of applause, because I could never, when I was in high school, get on stage and like do something like this and answer questions about my teachers and administration and the school building and what my school is offering. Like they really did that, and I was so proud of them, and I was so honored to be able to be the one who was facilitating this whole thing. So it was really cool, and we had a good time up there. As you guys know, Ace's birthday is next Saturday. I'm literally probably gonna cry, but we have his first birthday photos tomorrow, which is Friday. So I'm driving out to Lafayette to shoot with my friend Bailey, who literally takes all of our family photos, and we're going on a ranch, not a ranch, like a barn kind of, to fit with the first rodeo theme. I got him some cowboy boots. I'm gonna put him in some denim and like wrap a bandana around his chest, and I already know it's going to look so stinking cute. Hopefully I can get the pictures back before the party so that way I can print some out to like have around my grandparents' house, which is where the party is going to be. But I cannot wait to show y'all how cute these pictures are going to be, because I already know in my brain, I see how they're going to come out, and I know Bailey always like fulfills the vision, so be on the lookout for that. And then the last little thing that I wanted to talk about in today's intro was about the 225 Fest. So for those of you guys who are not local to Louisiana or Baton Rouge, 225 is our area code, and 225 Fest is a new festival. This is only their second year doing it, and obviously they're doing it on February 25th, 225, because it's 225 day, and it's basically just like a festival to celebrate Baton Rouge culture, Baton Rouge restaurants. Like it really is just like a family outing. So me and Justin both got invited to the VIP area. I don't really know what that's going to consist of or look like, but I just know I'm very excited. I'm happy to bring Ace out and just have a good time, honestly. So that was actually yesterday, if you guys are listening to this on a Monday. So I'm sure I did a full little recap of it on my Instagram story, as I usually do, about my weekend things, because I don't typically post on my social medias on the weekend. But yeah, that was all the little life updates I had. I hope that was quick enough for y'all. But I'm super excited to dive into today's topic today, because we are going to be talking about how to heal your relationship with the gym and enter your fitness era for good. As y'all know, this has been something that I'm actively walking through, getting back into fitness, being more disciplined, trying to find my way and be confident in my body again. So I felt like it was very timely for me to discuss this topic, because I feel like a lot of women are going to be able to relate to what we're talking about today. And I just think the conversation needs to be had, you know? So I think for starters, we need to kind of discuss a little bit deeper why a lot of women struggle to have a healthy, thriving relationship with the gym and just fitness in general. And as with everything in our world, it all goes back to our patriarchal society. So as with all my topics, I was doing a lot of research on this specific topic, and what I found was that there are a lot of women who don't work out for the benefits. Like, you're not working out because you want to be more energetic. You're not working out because you want to have better sleep. You're not working out to be overall fit and healthy. A lot of reasons women are working out because society has told them that there is something about themselves physically that needs to be changed, that they're not good enough, that they don't look good enough, right? They put all of these thoughts into our brain that make us feel less than, that make us feel not worthy, that make us feel like we have to go to the gym. And so we're doing it not out of spite. We're doing it as a consequence of what someone has told us, rather than doing it because it's what we want to do and because we know it's what's good for us. So this in turn makes our relationship with the gym, with food, and with fitness in general very toxic and unhealthy, and it creates these very bad habits, which is why you see a lot of women who struggle with eating disorders, who struggle with, body dysmorphia and things of that nature. And it's because it's all stemmed from society telling us that we're not good enough, we're not skinny enough, our butt isn't big enough, our thighs are too big, but our arms are, I don't even know. Like, they say all kinds of things to make us feel like we're not physically presenting in the way that we should. And I'm just sick of it. Like, I'm honestly just tired, because a lot of the thoughts that we have about ourselves physically don't come from us. Like, I feel like if we lived in a world without men, every single woman would be happy with her body. There would be no set beauty standard. There would be no set way of like how to make your butt bigger or whatever. Like, I just feel like because we live in a society that was created by men and that is run by men, we have inherited all of these irrational thoughts that otherwise we probably wouldn't have had. So I am hoping that by the end of this episode, I am able to get you guys excited about movement again, put joy back into fitness and training and just living a healthier lifestyle altogether, because it's what we deserve. And we don't need to do it because someone else is telling us to do it. We need to do it because we want to do it and because we know it's what's best for us in the end. So yeah, I hope y'all are ready to dive into this, because I most certainly am. All right, the first thing we're going to talk about is what is holding you back from the gym. So this section is going to be from our girlies who maybe have never really entered a gym before or have never really tried to start a fitness journey before. I kind of wanted to give you guys some ways to pinpoint why this might be for you, because I think self-awareness is a huge thing, and I think that if you know the reason behind why something is happening or why you feel a certain way or why you're not doing something, then you're able to actually fix it. So I have a few reasons here on what might be holding you back from the gym. The first one is going to be lack of knowledge. So maybe you feel like, I don't know enough about the weights in the gym in order to go in and like work out and do things by myself. And that is totally normal and okay. But I also feel like in today's society, why did I just stutter on that? I also feel like in today's society, it is not an excuse to not have knowledge, because we literally have knowledge at our fingertips, okay? You can Google literally anything and it will give you an answer. You can literally use AI, ChatGPT, to curate you an entire workout plan, and you don't even have to think about it. So I do understand the lack of knowledge aspect. There is a lot of knowledge out there. There are a lot of people telling you what's the right way to do this, what you should be eating to lose weight, and all of these different things. It's an overload of information, absolutely. But you lack the knowledge, not because the information isn't there, but because you're not willing or motivated to go out and seek that information. And I don't want to shame nobody, okay? I'm just keeping it real and telling y'all how it is. This is girls in real life, all right? The next reason of something that might be holding you back from the gym is going to be your lack of confidence, all right? And obviously, this is a big thing with us girls because we already lack confidence in so many different areas of our life, and the gym is just somewhere that we don't even want to step foot into because, again, it's not necessarily our world, it's a man's world, and so we don't want to go into their territory and like not know what we're doing, or maybe not even just you're not confident in your abilities to do the workouts, but maybe you're just not confident in your body in general and where it is right now. So that makes you not even want to step foot into the gym because you feel like you don't look the way that you should look in order to be in a gym. And I just feel like that is such a silly mindset to have. You know, I love when I come across TikTok videos or anything on social media where I see people who are starting their fitness journey literally from ground zero. And even though they might not be super confident in their body right now, they're still working through that confidence and pushing through and showing up for themselves every single day. And that is a struggle, okay? Those are some very brave people who do that. But I think that if you are able to get to a place where you know and understand this is the only way that you'll ever be able to be confident in your body, then that might give you the motivation to be like, hey, I need to start going to the gym. And not even going to the gym, just like working out in general. The next thing that might be holding you back from the gym is fear of judgment, okay? You don't want people side-eyeing you like, what kind of exercise is she doing? She's not doing that right, but I'm not gonna tell her nothing. I'm gonna just stare at her like she crazy, right? Like, I feel like we've all had moments in the gym where people have just kind of been like, stank face. But fear of being judged is a big thing. It's a dilemma, especially when it comes to the gym, because I feel like when you're in the gym, people can be extremely judgmental, like more judgmental than they would be in just everyday life. Because a lot of times people who have been in the gym, I don't want to say they don't necessarily bully newcomers, but I feel like they make newcomers feel unwelcomed. Maybe not intentionally, but it happens. I do understand the fear of being judged, maybe for your appearance. Maybe you don't have the cutest workout outfit on. Maybe, like I said, you don't even really know what you're doing, and now people are kind of judging you, laughing at you, mocking you, and just making fun of you trying to better yourself, which I think that is wrong. Like, obviously, you're a bully. Grow up. We're not in kindergarten anymore. Do kids bully each other in kindergarten? Anyways, the next reason that something might be holding you back from the gym, creepy men, all right? And I just gotta say, yes, like if you don't go to the gym for this reason, I understand. I empathize with you because I don't know what it is about these gym dudes, but they have more than the audacity. I read a statistic when I was researching this, and it said 71% of women admitted that they've had an interaction at the gym that made them uncomfortable with a man. All right, let's just specify if we didn't know that already. Men just don't know how to leave you alone. It's like I'm over here trying to squat and do my RDLs, and you're over here trying to talk to me, trying to, I don't know, maybe help me, show me that I'm not doing something right, or you're making comments about my body, or you're just being downright disrespectful. Like, men just, yeah, I don't know what else to say about this. I feel like this is a shared experience among women everywhere, so there's really not a reason to deep dive on this one, but just know, I feel you. Creepy men, get out the gyms, all right? I actually saw, was it somebody said that they made a gym for girls only? I think it was somewhere in Texas. I don't remember where it was, but I think they do have like a female only gym, and I just think that we need more of those. The next thing that might be holding you back from the gym is maybe you're overwhelmed by fitness culture. Maybe there's just way too many exercises, there's too much information. People keep telling you this is the right way. No, this is the right way. No, you should actually do it this way. And it is just information overload, kind of like what I said at the beginning with the knowledge aspect. For someone who is just entering the gym, like, it can be a lot, and a lot of different people have a lot of different opinions, and so everything just kind of gets warped and twisted and just makes it even more difficult to understand like what is really going to be right for you. All right, we have two more here. The next thing that might be holding you back from the gym is you're unmotivated and you are undisciplined. So maybe you're unmotivated because you feel like it won't really make a difference, or it might take too long for you to see a difference. You're not really patient, so you're just unmotivated to even go to the gym because you know that you're not going to see results overnight, and that's when you want them. And then maybe you're undisciplined disciplined because like you're not consistent. You've never really been consistent with the gym, or maybe you've gone to the gym in like small spurts, but you've never been able to stay there long term. I feel like motivation and discipline kind of go hand in hand. Like they're kind of like sisters. They're not twins exactly, but they are sisters. They live in the same family. You can have motivation and not be disciplined, but you can't be disciplined and not be motivated. Does that make sense? Like you can have motivation but lack discipline. You can be motivated to do a lot of things in your life, but if you're not disciplined in those areas of your life, then it's never going to stay like a consistent thing. But discipline can live without motivation, because when motivation fails you, that's when discipline steps into play and is like, all right, I'm not motivated today, but I am disciplined. This is my routine, so I'm going to get it done anyways. So discipline can live without motivation, but motivation cannot live without discipline, because in order to see your motivation through, you have to be disciplined to actually do it. I hope I'm making sense, Jesus. We're gonna move on to the last thing that is holding you back from the gym, and that is probably going to be you feel like you don't have enough time. There's only 24 hours in a day. I don't have enough time to get a workout in and work out for 30 minutes to an hour. And I get it. I understand, okay? Because I used to be this person like, oh my gosh, I'm so overwhelmed. I have so much to do during the day. Well, wake up earlier. And I hate to say it, but like that's literally what I've been doing. Y'all know that's been a New Year's resolution of mine, is to wake up before Ace wakes up so that I can get things done and have time to myself. And I think that if we actually do make the time for us to have a workout routine, then like that would not even be an excuse or a reason. And a lot of people don't make the time to have a workout routine because they don't feel that it's even necessary. It's never been a part of their life before. Why does it need to be a part of their life now? I'm not really a fitness girly. Like, trust me, I get it. But if living a healthy lifestyle is something that you want, like you're going to have to learn to make time for it. So those are some reasons of what might be holding you back from the gym. Again, like I said, I feel like self-awareness is a really big thing. So if one of those resonated with you, then I think that you need to dive deeper. Like maybe if you struggle with the lack of confidence in the gym, like you need to work on being confident in yourself. Maybe start working out at home first before you step foot into the gym, so that way you feel like you have a little bit more knowledge and know what's going on. But I think that you need to pinpoint where you're at in this list and truly find out what is holding you back from the gym. Like I just gave you a list of 7 of them, so I know you resonate with something in there. Now on to my girlies who have been in the gym but can't seem to be consistent with it, and that would be me. So I'm talking to myself right now too, but I do have some reasons that can lead to inconsistency in the gym. So I'm sorry, y'all. I keep like twisting the microphone because I need to be talking right here and I keep turning it the wrong way. But anyways, I'm going to share with you guys some reasons that can lead to inconsistency in the gym, why you might not be disciplined to go into the gym every single day, even though it's something that you might want to do. So the first reason that can lead to inconsistency in the gym is maybe you have unrealistic expectations, okay? And I feel like we can owe this one to the social media fitness girlies. And I'm not here to I don't want to curse. I'm not here to diss. I'm not here to diss the social media fitness girlies, because I love y'all and I'm low-key one of y'all, used to be. However, I do kind of have a problem with these like YouTube videos that I see where it's like build a booty in 10 days and get rock solid hard abs in 3 weeks by doing these exercises. And it's just like, I feel like those expectations are not realistic for a lot of reasons, but mostly because everybody's body is different, and you cannot tell me that this is a foolproof way that I'm going to see these results in this amount of time. So if you have these unrealistic expectations about the gym and you're working out, and let's say you work out for like 4 weeks and then you still don't feel like you see a difference, it's because maybe you have these unrealistic expectations that it's supposed to happen quicker than what you're thinking. The next reason that can lead to inconsistency in the gym is comparing yourself to other people. And I do this quite a lot. And I even compare myself now to my old self, which is also probably not good. But again, when you're comparing yourself to other people, this can cause you to kind of have that unmotivation and to lose your discipline because you feel like, oh my gosh, I'll never look like her. I'll never have a butt like her. I'll never have a stomach like her. My arms will never be as toned as that. And so like you're telling all of these things to yourself about how you'll never be able to do it and you'll never be able to look like that, or why don't I look like that? And it's in turn causing you to not want to go back to the gym because you feel unmotivated to do so because of the thoughts that you're telling yourself. So we really have to work on, comparing ourselves to other people. Comparison steals your joy. Like, you don't want to compare yourself to other people because, like I said, everybody's body is different. Everybody's journey is different. What might work for one person might not work for you. And like, that is okay. But you don't need to beat yourself up about not looking like your favorite fitness influencer, and figure out ways for you to be able to be comfortable with yourself in your own skin and your own results. The next reason that can lead to inconsistency in the gym is you prioritize everything else over your exercise. And this is kind of going back to that lack of time concept that I was talking about, because you're prioritizing everything else. You're prioritizing your work day. You're prioritizing your self-care. You're prioritizing your sleep, maybe, which sleep is important, so I'm not going to put that in there, but you're prioritizing your romantic relationship. Like, I don't know, whatever it is that you're prioritizing ahead of your fitness and health goals, that is causing you to not be consistent in your routine because you don't deem it as important as everything else that's going on in your life, when in reality, it's probably one of the most important things in your life that can help better you for other aspects of your life. So we got to get our priorities in order. But the next thing on this list is maybe you have an all or nothing mindset, like because of diet culture and because of society and because of all these, the fitness gurus, a lot of them kind of preach, this is the only way that you will get fit. This is the only way that you will see these results. And so you have this all or nothing mentality of like, oh, I only need to do these workouts, or I only need to eat this food. And who wants to feel like they don't have choices in life? Who wants to feel like they can't do what they want to do when they want to do it? Literally no one. So because you have this all or nothing mentality, you feel like, oh, if I can't make it to the gym today and I can't work out for 3 hours and I can't squat 250 pounds, then I'm not going. And then it just causes this cycle of like not going. So I think we really do need to get rid of this like all or nothing culture that we kind of have, especially when it comes to dieting and the types of workouts that we're doing, because you don't want to limit yourself. You don't want to tell yourself, oh, I can only eat salads so I can lose weight, or I can only do this type of exercise so I can get this type of result. Like, I don't think it works like that. I feel like fitness and the gym is all encompassing, and you're allowed to pick and choose like what you want to do when you want to do it. You still have that freedom. It's not do this or do nothing. Okay, another reason that can lead to inconsistency is in the gym is you're disappointed by the scale. And this is why I'm a firm believer in not weighing yourself, because if you are anything like me, when you step on the scale and you see the number that comes up, it really messes with your mental, and it's not a good place to be. Like, if you've been working out for a month, 2 months, maybe 3, and you step on the scale and it's not as low as you wanted, or maybe it hasn't even changed at all, that is going to just make you feel so depleted. It's going to make you lose the motivation, and it's going to make you not want to go back to the gym. I feel like this is why it's so important to take pictures on your fitness journey, because the scale is not like the end all be all. The scale is not the truth teller. Photos and like seeing your results side by side, that is what is going to give you like that motivation to keep going. Maybe the scale isn't going down. Maybe the scale isn't changing at all. Maybe the scale is going up because you're building muscle. Like, there are so many reasons as to why the scale should not be an indicator of where you're at in your fitness journey, because it just puts so much pressure on yourself. So instead of, weighing yourself at the end of every single week and looking to see what that number is, maybe take pictures at the end of every single week and do that for a good 4 or 5 months, and then compare yourself at the end of the 5 months to the beginning of the first month, and you'll be able to see probably a much major difference than the scale will ever be able to tell you. Okay, and then the last reason that can lead to inconsistency in the gym is going to be you have external motivators and not internal motivators. And this is kind of going back to what I was saying in the beginning about society and maybe someone telling you that you need to lose weight or you're too skinny or whatever the case may be, right? All of these things are external factors for you to go to the gym because you want to impress someone, because you don't want someone to talk about you. You have a fear of being judged and all of these other things. But the only way that you will ever be able to stay consistent in the gym is if your motivation is coming internally, if it's coming from yourself. Because the external motivators might keep you motivated for a little while. Like maybe you're dating a guy who only prefers if you go to the gym this amount of times a week, or who only prefers if like you got a big booty or whatever the case may be. I don't know what y'all be dealing with, but I just know that like, yeah, those external motivators might be a motivating factor in the beginning, but it is not what's going to ensure that you are staying in the gym long term on a consistent basis. The only way that you get that is if it comes from you. So you have to find that motivation within yourself to go to the gym and not rely on a breakup, like revenge body to go to the gym, right? Like you don't want to have those external factors because they're not going to last. All right, y'all, I promise we're almost done. Last thing we're going to talk about is how to overcome your resistance to the gym. So this is how we're going to be our best selves. This is how we're going to be in our fitness era forever and ever and ever. This is how we're going to fix our relationship with the gym and not have it be this toxic bad relationship that we've been dealing with for most of our lives. So the first way you're going to overcome your resistance to the gym is you're going to set small, achievable goals, okay? You have to be realistic with your goals. I don't want you guys to think that you can build a booty in 10 days and get abs in 3 weeks, right? Like I want you to set small, attainable goals. And maybe it's not even a physical body goal. Maybe you just have the goal of, I want to go to the gym 3 times a week. I feel like this is very average for a lot of people, whether you've gone to the gym before or you've never been to the gym before. I feel like 3 is just a good number to start because it kind of gets you in the rhythm of going to the gym multiple times a week. So maybe that's your goal. Maybe another goal might be, I want to eat healthier this week, whatever that looks like for you. Maybe you want a burger, but instead of eating a beef burger, you're eating a turkey burger. Or maybe you want French fries and you opt for sweet potatoes instead of regular potatoes. Like it doesn't have to be something so big and extreme, but you need to make sure that you're actually setting small achievable goals so that you have something to work towards. The next way you're going to overcome your resistance to the gym is switch it up, okay? We have got to stop limiting ourselves to just one thing. And I feel like I used to be so bad at this. I used to literally only do cardio and weightlifting every single day. Like that is what I was doing, was just cardio and weightlifting. And I felt like if I didn't do those 2 things, then I didn't even work out that day. Like whatever I did didn't even count. But I think we have to get out of that mindset of like fitness and working out looks like just one type of exercise or one type of thing, because it really doesn't. Last year, I fell in love with Pilates. I had never done a Pilates class before, heard all the girlies talking about it, and I was like, let me see what the hype is about. And when I tell you, Pilates has become now like one of my favorite ways to work out, and it's something that I never would have even considered doing if I would have kept in the mindset of I'm only doing cardio and weights. But this could literally be anything. It could be going to take a dance class. It could be going for a walk on the beach. It could be jump roping or hula hooping. Like it could literally be anything that you want. Like you just need to switch it up, make it fun, make it to where it's not this monotonous routine that you're dreading every single day, but truly like making it fun for yourself and finding things that are enjoyable for you to do. The next way we're going to overcome our resistance to the gym is I want you to find a workout buddy, okay? I don't personally have a workout buddy, but I think that you should have a workout buddy. And the only reason I don't have a workout buddy is because like most of my friends, our schedules are so completely different and like we just don't have the time to work out with each other. But I think that even if you can't find a workout buddy, like where you physically can't work out together, find somebody who is going to hold you accountable. Because if you are just telling yourself like, oh yeah, I'm gonna work out today, and you go through your day, but you don't tell anybody, or nobody is there to hold you accountable, or you're not meeting anybody at the gym, then we're kind of a little bit less likely to do this. So I really want to encourage you guys to find a workout buddy and find someone that's going to hold you accountable. I think the way that I do this is through social media. I feel like my social media girlies definitely hold me accountable, because I be posting workouts on my stories every day when I do a workout, and I didn't work out for I literally didn't work out at all this week except for today that I'm recording this. And I had so many girls message me and be like, where's the workout, sis? Like, did you get it in today? And I'm like, oh, people are actually looking for me to post these things. Like, oh, let me get on it because I don't want to let them down, right? Like, so it's people that are there that are going to hold you accountable. And you could be like me and have this through social media and just post your workouts, and maybe people would be like, dang, did she work out today? Let me hit her up and see. But this could be, you are going to the gym with a friend, or you are just texting somebody like, hey, I'm going to work out today at 3:00. Please text me and make sure that I do this. It could be something as simple as that. But I think finding ways to hold yourself accountable is what's going to help you stay disciplined in the gym. The next way we're going to overcome our resistance to the gym is you are going to schedule your workout. The same way you schedule that hair appointment, that nail appointment, that wax appointment, you're going to schedule your workout, girly. And this is just so that you're very intentional about making it a part of your day. Because again, like I said, a lot of times we'll say like, oh yeah, I'm going to work out today. And then you don't do it because it's not in your planner or it's not on your calendar. And it makes it so much better when you're able to schedule it. Maybe you're going to a workout class at that time, or maybe it's whenever you get home from work. Maybe it's whenever you wake up first thing in the morning. Like, whatever that looks like for you, just make sure you're scheduling the time in your day to actually get your workout in. And the beautiful thing about this is you don't have to work out for a long time, guys. I am a firm believer that you can do a lot with a little, okay? And most of my workouts, when I do them at home, I'm working out for 30 minutes. I'm putting on a Pilates YouTube video, or I'm doing a quick HIIT workout or something of that nature, right? So I don't want you guys to think that you have to be in the gym for an hour, 2 hours in order to see results. You can create small change with small things. So it doesn't have to be oh, I gotta pencil out 2 hours today to go to the gym. It don't gotta be all of that, right? You can literally just work out at home, set your timer for 30 minutes and do something super quick, and that be your workout for the day. So it doesn't have to be this super big portion that you're carving out all this time for. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying schedule your workout however long you want that to be, whatever is comfortable for you, so that and you're intentional about it actually getting done in your day. All right. And then the last way that we are going to overcome resistance to the gym is you are going to stop taking social media's word for everything. Research things for yourself and find what works for you, okay? There's a lot of people on the internet saying a lot of different things, and some of it might resonate with you, but some of it might contradict itself. It might confuse you. It might not make you feel good. I don't know what that looks like for you, but social media is not the end all be all. Social media is not where you need to be going to get all of your information from. Find articles, find research, find something that is going to work for you. Don't just take a fitness guru's word for it or follow, their workout and expect to get the same results, because again, it probably won't work that way. But once you start learning things and you're able to research things for yourself and figure out what works for you, you are going to be in a much better, happier, healthier state of mind in order to be physically fit. A lot of times these people are literally just posting videos to make money, or honestly, to just make money. And I'm not saying that it's all of them, and I'm not saying that social media is giving you bad information, because I don't think that way at all. I love me some Whitney Simmons, okay? I love her. And I have a few other fitness gurus that I really stand by. But that's what you need to do. You need to find fitness influencers that resonate with you, that, you know, have the same train of thought that you're thinking, or train in the way that you're wanting to train, or doing the things that you want to do, and like find that corner of people. But don't get sucked into this big whole wide world of fitness influencers, because I promise you, you're just going to go down a rabbit hole. Most of these people probably don't even know what they're talking about. Okay, so you just really gotta research for yourself and find what works for you, and stop taking social media as like ultimate truth. So yeah, that's going to go ahead and wrap up today's episode. What I really want to leave you guys with is, I don't want you to think of fitness or being healthy as a chore, because it's not. Like, you're doing this to better yourself physically, mentally, emotionally. Like, there are so many good benefits from working out and eating well and just having a healthy lifestyle. And that's really what I want you guys to think of it as. Like, it's not like, oh, I need to force myself to work out, and I need to do this and I need to do that. It's not about that. It's about building healthy habits that are going to accumulate you to ultimately living a healthy lifestyle. Okay, we don't want to just be healthy in a season. We don't want to just be healthy when our boyfriend breaks up with us. We don't want to just be healthy because somebody told us that something is wrong with our body. We want to do it because we want to do it. We want to be healthy because, yes, we want the benefits of it, but we also know that in the end, this is what's best for us. This is how we're going to be the best versions of ourselves at the end of the day, is if we take care of our bodies. So I want you guys to make sure that you're doing this for you, that you're going on your fitness journey for you and not for anyone else. And you're not just doing it to only see the physical results, but you're doing it to see all of the other great benefits and results from it as well. Hopefully this was able to help you find the joy in movement and exercise and fitness again. I know we talked a lot about a lot of things. I gave y'all a lot of points, but I feel like this was helpful. If it wasn't helpful for y'all, it was definitely helpful for me, because like I said, I'm kind of actively walking through this right now. You know, I was a volleyball player in college, and I trained for pageants, so I feel like I've always had a reason to work out, and that was an external motivator for me. And now that I'm at this point in my life where I'm not practicing every single day for volleyball, I'm not walking on stage at a national pageant, I don't have anything that I need to use my body for in that way, I am now trying to find that internal intrinsic motivation to just stay physically fit because I need to stay physically fit, and not because I have something that I'm training for, you know? In the midst of me trying to fix my own relationship with the gym, I'm trying to help my fellow girlies out as well. So that is going to end this episode. Thank y'all so much for listening. If you are not already, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, subscribe to the podcast, leave me a review, leave me a comment, give me a like, give me something, okay? Let me know that y'all like what I'm putting out. I love you guys so much. I hope you have a great Monday, a great week, and I'll talk to you in my next episode. Bye.